And with that, let's bring in Don. Let's bring in Tretch. All right. Don Most has selected Mission Impossible with Bonanza as a close second as the most iconic TV show theme song of all time.
And he wrote it in 3 minutes. And the rhythms of the rhythm.
And I had no clue that it was based off MI and Morse code. That just totally blew my mind. For that nugget, I'm giving you my vote, Don.
Kelly White, guys, judges' votes are worth. Thank you, Kelly White.
That's very smooth, Don. That's very smooth over there. I didn't know that either. That was a real smooth one, Don.
Mr. Holland, are you ready to go, good sir?
Yes. Yeah, it's Have Gun Will Travel with Richard Boone. And you'd have to be a little bit older probably to remember it. But I was like Donnie talks about, I was like, 11, 12, 13. And it's Paladin, Paladin, where do you roam? Paladin, Paladin, far, far away. And I spent some Halloweens at Lalo Schifrin's house, Donnie.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm friends with his son. Oh, well, I wrote the script, Psycho 2, and it's the story of Norman Bates, Tony Perkins, coming out of the institution, and he's sane at the very beginning.
Absolutely. Man, I missed the artwork of the VHS as well, man.
VHS, baby, VHS. No 77 here, VHS.
I won't tell you how those dates went. That'll be another story, you guys. Will take a while.
Oh, Blockbuster and DVDs.
Yes. Yes. Blockbuster and DVDs.
You know, I'm from a analog era. You know what I mean? Not digital. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like...
Me too.
You know what I mean? We used to touching the people, getting with the people. So you could learn a lot from technology, but a lot of technology is really taking people away from people.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. The open space didn't distract us.
Don, I'm a true fan. Yo, I never watched all of your movies through time because they scared the crap out of me. I didn't see the twist plot, so I couldn't not But it's a pleasure, yo. Love y'all, man.
Pleasure. Great to meet you. It's great to meet you too.
Tim Hardaway, a senior, guys and gals, Jacques Rougeau, and Jeff Timmons. Welcome. Jeff Timmons, here we go.
How you doing?
Hello again.
Good to see you
Hello
guys.
again.
Hey, how doing?
As a matter of fact, Jesse the Body Ventura, I fell in love with him in the movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger when he was spitting on everybody's shoes there, chewing tobacco, and I just thought that was the greatest thing because it was really him.
And now we'll turn it over to our third grade Grammy Award winner, Jeff Timmons, who will explain why he's selected Matthew McConaughey as a celebrity or historical figure that he would cast to narrate the story of his life. Are you ready, good sir?
I'm ready. It is a tough act to follow, these two guys. I mean, their demeanor, their excitement, their histories. I'm, again, honored to be on the show.
I'm so torn. I know how you feel. I can relate, and that's why I'm glad I'm not voting. So start your own show, and you won't have to vote. There you go. Jim Baggs.
That even today when I go on Comic-Cons, like 35 years later, people come up to me and say, hey, we don't like heavy metal, we don't like rock and roll. All we like to listen to is Barry Manilow. Hey, we're all American. And people start singing my theme song. And then there's another song that people come up to me and say, I'm the Mountie, I'm handsome, I'm brave, I'm strong. I'm the Mountie, and I enforce the law. You could try to run, but you could never hide, 'cause the Mountie always gets his man. And I was the Mountie, and Jimmy Hart created those songs, you know, and to hear you talk, you know, you really touched me, Jeff, because you kind of showed me something today that I've been trying to understand, and the way you put it, you made it so clear to me. You know, you gave me a lot of answers today in your last comments, and I just want to thank you for that. What a great time, and I appreciate having this time with you tonight. I appreciate it very much.
Thank you, Jacques. The feeling's mutual. Tim, it's an honor to be with you guys both. Thank you for the kind words.
I have to ask Teddy and Michael Cooper as well. It'd be nice to win the whole thing, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's always good to get it all, you know, but, you know, I'm not a greedy person, so I don't mind sharing.
I love that.
I don't want to share. I want to win it all. My competitive juices are flowing. Championships is what I'm about, and this is the king of the champions. at home. So
You,
that's what I try to reach back and give to our kids. Go ahead, Teddy. I'm sorry.
you can quit trying to use that nice wood reprimand. You know what happened when Mrs. Jones came down there, gave us a good butt whooping. Then she took us to home and let them know, I already done whooped him, but y'all need to whoop him again.
Again. Man, oh man.
Well, Teddy, first of all, it's a pleasure meeting you, man. I just see the inspiration of God in you. I remember you when you wrestled and stuff like that. So I was a big fan, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, well, hey, man, it's an honor meeting you, too. Avi asked me, did I know you? I said, what do you mean, do I know him? This guy's a legend, right?
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's an honor to meet you, too, man, and, to hear your stories and for us to be able to share our stories together, because a lot of people that are listening here tonight, they don't know, how we really live. They don't really know what you really go through.
Guys, Mr. Randy Couture, Mr. Amon Green, let me bring him up right now. Mr. Robert Schaefer, here we guys go. We are ready to roll. Thank you guys again for being here tonight as we rock and roll with topic number 1.
I'm assuming this is sort of a time travel deal. And of course, the rule of time travel is that you can't change the past. Otherwise, I'd go to the Ford Theater and tell Mr. Lincoln, you don't want to come see this show tonight. You know what I mean? And that changes history. So I'm assuming that I can't do that.
I equate our youth and their angst and their defensiveness and their lack of understanding what a foundation is. I equate that to the age of our country, because we're kind of like a teenage boy right now.
Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. The golden rule is not being lived by or applied. It's do unto others for social media hits, or these guys that go around and prank people with video cameras. Come on. I mean, I don't think they do that to Randy Couture, but I'd like to see that actually. Somebody prank Randy Couture. I would be.
Everybody wants to know why public customer service has gone to hell in a handbasket, because you can't put your phone down long enough to order your coffee. Come on, man. It's about human contact. We all need human contact. As an infant, we need that human contact and that love, that connection to flourish.
As long as you can have that conversation with yourself, you got to be able to talk to yourself. Like, be your own inner psychologist, if that makes any sense, I think. God knows the career path I took, I need to shrink. There's no doubt about that. You've seen some of the people I've dated, I definitely need to shrink. Guys, I'm honored to call you guys friends and build this friendship. Yeah, from the ground floor.
Pleasure. Thank you for creating a platform where we can actually do this. And yes, this is a digital platform, and we're kind of bashing on the digital world. But at the end of the day, what are we doing? We're communicating face to face. We're being vulnerable. We're showing parts of ourselves that most people in the digital world do not do.
The tagline that I always like to use to condense what we're all about to people is strangers leave as friends. I know Randy and Amon spent a day with each other. I get that. But would you guys concur that after today, strangers did walk out as friends? That's how I feel.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I had a ton of respect
100%.
for Amon back then.
I'm going to bid Randy adieu first. But before I do, Amon and Robert, anything you'd like to tell Randy?
Hey, thanks, Randy. Enjoyed it.
Thanks, Randy.
I appreciate you guys sharing those very intimate stories and sharing that part of yourselves. It means a lot to me, and I will cherish that.
I'm going to talk to Randy for about 30 seconds.
I put my phone number in the chat for both of y'all. You can kind of copy and paste it real quick before we jump out of the studio for both of y'all, Robert and Randy.
I welcome you, and I welcome Mr. Lenny Wilkins, Lenny Dakin Lenny.
Hi, how are you, Lenny? Nice to meet you.
I'm good, Dakin, and good to talk to you. You look great.
I'm okay. For an 83-year-old guy, I'm doing okay. Well, I never intended to be a person in theater. I was originally thought I was called to the ministry, so I studied to be a priest for many years.
So you had to learn the Latin if you wanted to become a priest.
Oh yeah, you had to learn the Latin. I can. In fact, I went to a university in my postgraduate years in the seminary. I went to university in Italy, where all the lectures, all the books, and all the examinations, oral examinations, were in Latin.
Well, I can still say the Our Father in Latin, Suscipia Dominus Sacrificium, De Manis Tuum, Laudam et Gloriam.
I think there's a generosity to staying present. You're being generous with yourself to say, I'm appreciating what's happening right now.
Right now.
Dakin?
Yeah, I actually did meet Fulton Sheen myself when I was studying abroad. He came to talk to our class, and I erased his blackboard. So his famous blackboard. I followed the Dominican tradition, which, one of my heroes is Thomas Aquinas, and the motto of tradition in Latin. I'm going to do some Latin now. Contemplata aliis tradere. What you've been studying and poring over, give it to somebody else.
Dakin, might surprise you. I was taught by Dominicans also at Providence College. We had Dominican fathers there, and they were excellent teachers.
Anything you'd like to tell one another, please?
Listen, Dakin, I enjoyed being on with you.
I enjoyed it.
It was fun, and
People
believe
from two different worlds.
Yes.
You'll share a common belief, which is
Right.
kind of fun.
Yes.
Let me bring in Dan Laurier. Dan, Mariel, Dan.
Hi, Mariel. I feel like I won already meeting you.
Oh, you're so sweet. I feel the same.
No, I'm a big fan.
Oh, and vice versa. Thank you. I appreciate
I love it, guys. Mrs. Mariel Hemingway will make a case for Moon River as a song that is the most synonymous with the film it appeared in. Are you ready to go?
Yes, I am. Yeah,
3.
so there's a lot of pressure here. I don't know, Dan, I like you too much. But anyway,
Audrey Hepburn, a lot like Muriel, was a real role model for young ladies. She, like Marsha Hunt before her and Danny Kaye, became one of the leaders of UNICEF. So to hold up someone like that as an idol.
oh, thank you.
Or,
Thank you. But
it's where you are, where you are.
10, 9, 8, 7. Trip for 2 degrees, 5 days, 5 nights, and 13 grand. 5, 4,
Well,
3.
I'll vote for Mariel and break the tie.
Yay! I'm so glad.
I'm telling you, we should have doubles.
Yeah, totally. I think we should. I think it's good. Takes the pressure off.
Oh my gosh.
We both have a voice we like to express that we use to help others. So we're on the same page.
Exactly.
And that's a perfect fit for this show. That's what we try to do. Thank you guys. I want to bring in Kelly Packard right now. I want to bring in Mr. Matt Hughes.
Love language is small job, so I would wake up in the morning and like go unload the dishwasher. So that's me saying to her, I love you. I push them or wrestle them. That's my way of saying to them, I love you guys.
I guess my brother loved me when we were a kid because he beat the crap out of me for 9 years.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Please.
Kelly, a question is for you. What's your husband's love language?
Oh, definitely touch.
Well, Pat, if being the best means that you can get myself and my brother and some of our other friends who at the time were making ends meet to still cough up our hard-earned money to watch a pay-per-view that cost $69.95 to watch you main event, you're the best.
So you're saying I'll use money?
Is there anything you guys would like to say to one another before we depart?
Oh, what a joy to be with two lovely, lovely people from two different walks of life. Absolutely. Just absolutely. Matt, I have no idea what your world is like. I can only imagine because I was 6'1" and 129 pounds, and I played on the line in high school. So I got the bejesus kicked out of me every single day. I have no idea what it's like to live in a world where you can do the opposite to people. And Kelly, you are breathtaking still. That smile, that is illuminary.
Thank you. I just want to do this again and again. I feel like I've made friends. And again, I've taken the competition part of it out because I've just enjoyed talking to you guys tonight and hearing your stories and believing everything that comes out of your mouth. And I'm just grateful for this opportunity.
Let's bring in Lila Robbins.
Okay, ready? Let's get that. Let's go, guys.
It's going to be incredible.
And I'm sure that all of you know this song. Why? Because it really, really it brought the 80s. It made the 80s.
And no one has done anything better with the first lyrics are, yeah, woo, hey, yeah, ha, oh, yeah, yeah, I want to dance. I challenge anyone to do better with those at the beginning, with those little high.
In the 80s, it all came together because it was a video revolution as well. And the video revolution is what took us to TV.
But did you have a nice time?
Oh, I had a blast. I want to dance with somebody.
There we go.
I'll do it.
I do too right now, guys and gals. And you know,
can't feel or see God. And you can feel God emotionally, but we can't see it. And it just gives me more faith. That's why I like the internet.
She's coming hard with that, boy.
Come on now, let's all sing. We are the world. We are the children. We are the one brighter day. So let's start giving. And again, giving.
Right.
Thinking.
Is again a man who again is carving out time for this tournament, much like Courtney Gaines and Don Most. We're all here on screen right now. We're officially kicking off round number 2.
I would wear Superman costumes and I would fly. I had my friends convinced we could fly. So that was a hero with a cape.
So you see people that have to stay in one lane, but he was so multifaceted and so talented on so many levels.
Just, I've always been a big fan of hers, but I just read her autobiography, and that's Janice Ian. And a famous song called At 17, which is sort of the anthem for all the un-Barbie-like girls in the world. And
then my sophomore year, my mom introduces me to this book. It is about
Dan Gable.
Dan Gable, the legend, the wrestler, who had won the Olympics in 1970.
Anything you guys, Terry and Courtney, would like to tell Don before we bid him adieu?
I have one thing I want to say. Number one, pleasure meeting you, but two, I don't know if you realize this, but so my girlfriend Karen DeGeneiro is your manager.
Oh my God!
Oh wow! Wow! At Chris Rowe Management. So.
Oh my God! That's quite the coincidence.
You'll be watching the show.
Let's go. I'm going to bring Bryce Wilson and Todd Bridges, guys. All 3 incredible men and competitors. This is Todd Bridges, Mr. Todd Bridges, Mr. Bryce Wilson. Hey. Welcome, guys.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
The one phone in the hallway. The one phone in the hallway. And then we got the long cord that we can stretch the long cord and be in every room on that phone, like hello, or the pay phone. You had to stop at the pay phone to make a phone call. That was crazy.
You're so right about that. You're so right. Yeah, I swear I would do this. I would call 77 Film. You remember 777 Film?
Yeah.
It was an
party
automated
lines
system. The party
lines.
Automated.
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
I kept it on my ear for like an hour and a half until one of my girlfriends would call me at 1 a.m. because then the call waiting, nobody could hear the ringer because I'm on this thing. And I'd pick it up, and then we'd make our plans and sneak out. Man, what a
right!
But the thing that ticks me off more than anything else is when they're a little kid. We're all parents, so we try to be patient with other parents that have kids that travel with because we all travel. It's not to chat or anything. I can put up with that.
No,
when they get bored and they put their little feet on the back of it.
Yes,
and they're not giving you a massage, like,
kicking you.
Come on now, damn it.
The time it was, and of course.
Oh yeah.
VHS tapes. That's all I'm gonna say. VHS.
Yeah, and that's when TV went off. When TV actually went off.
Yes, it went off air. It went off air. That's right.
It went off the air.
Bryce and I are too young to remember that.
Oh gosh.